One of the missions of the Department of Education in the Philippines is to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to education. However, a number of young learners, especially from far-flung communities, could still not afford to go to school. Some of them need to walk 3 kilometers or more just to attend their classes, while others need to swim and wade through rivers. According to DEPED, around 100,000 students are in this kind of situation. But through the efforts of DEPED, in partnership with Bikes for the Philippines and Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, the Pedals and Paddles project was successfully launched. In the Philippines, particularly the coastal schools, more than 400 boats had been distributed by the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation. There are self-paddle boats that can accommodate 4 to 5 children and a motorboat that can carry 15 to 20 students.
This is a simple project, but it will touch so many lives. We have identified schools and communities where boats and bikes are critical and would be an important support for them, not only to access school, but to also be to keep them in school until they graduate.
In the Philippines, particularly the coastal schools, more than 400 boats had been distributed by the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation. There are self-paddle boats that can accommodate 4 to 5 children and a motorboat that can carry 15 to 20 students. Moreover, Bikes for the Philippines had provided 200 bicycles. The organization had also given biking shoes, helmets, and free bike trainings for grade 7 students and above. DEPED Secretary Brother Armin Luistro hopes that in his remaining 22 months as Education Secretary, his office will be able to tap more communities with challenging access to schools and provide quality education to students. With family units becoming smaller and more elderly, living apart from their family members, technological advancements in healthcare will become more crucial. This will provide more consistent monitoring of patients' health and facilitate timely intervention where necessary. Singapore Health Minister Gan Kim Yong said this at the opening ceremony of Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society, or HIMMS, Asia Pac 14 Digital Healthcare Week. These dashboards are placed at strategic locations in Changi General Hospital to give staff real-time information on patient volumes and operational activities. And information is refreshed every 10 minutes. Technology also plays a crucial role in bringing healthcare services closer to home for patients. For example, telerehabilitation benefits stroke patients as they face physical and social barriers which hinder their rehab after being discharged from hospital.
This translates into time and cost savings for the patients, not to mention increased productivity for the allied health professionals. It also offers patients better access to good quality care compared to physical visits to a rehabilitation center.
With the barrage of IT systems in the market and information on the internet, the next step is to use such technologies in a more coordinated way.
What is important is how do we tie these technologies together in the care process, within the hospital setting, to the clinic setting, to the community hospital, to the nursing homes, and to the individuals' homes. It's that whole ecosystem.
Technology is also a key in information sharing, such as the National Electronic Health Record System, which has been rolled out in over 280 institutions across the healthcare sector. The annual Thai buffalo racing recently marks its 143rd anniversary this year in eastern Chonburi province in Thailand. Sontaya Kunuplo M, former Thai culture minister, opened the Chonburi Buffalo Racing Festival at a field in front of the Muang Chonburi district office on October 7th. Highlights of the festival included the races of buffaloes of various sizes, the contests of beautifully and funnily dressed buffaloes, the contests of healthy buffaloes and breeders, the processions of buffalo-pulled carts presenting Chonburi traits and cultures, the beauty contests of young girls and old women in Chonburi, folk sports, and a trade fair of local outstanding products. The festival is aimed at promoting local tourism, cultures, and traditions. The buffalo racing event of Chonburi province is the only buffalo racing event in Thailand and the world. It originated from local rice growers who brought their buffaloes along to meet one another while they were waiting for the harvest. In initial meetings, rice growers traded their products and also organized buffalo races that have become the annual event of Chonburi. Tens of thousands of migrant birds are arriving from Siberia in the northeastern Thai province of Buriram. The birds of various species, including egrets, little cormorants, and storks, are gathering in the large and quiet deserted forests of the Ban Donyai Monastery, where they are sources of water and birds' feeds. Migrant birds have been gathering there in the winter since 1995. Their number usually peaks from October to December, reaching 60,000 to 70,000. This year, the number is expected to exceed 100,000 because heavy rains have increased the food sources for the birds. Prapu Wanai Katasaro, chief of the Ban Donyai Monastery, said he asked locals and visitors to protect the birds because the compound of the monastery is a zone of mercy and the forest became a tourist attraction of Buriram. He asked authorities to build facilities to serve visitors and apply sanitizers there to prevent the avian influenza. People from other provinces and foreign tourists are among those who come to watch migrant birds from Siberia. Thai Transport Minister Prajin Juntong recently opened a seminar on the transport development that includes urgent double-track projects on 6 routes. ACM Prajin said the government planned the development at a cost of 1.94 trillion baht from 2016 to 2025. During the period, transport projects will be implemented to support social, economic, and transport security and create opportunities to maximize benefits from the ASEAN economic community. Before the decade-old implementation, the government will push for urgent projects from this year to next year. They include old double-track projects on 6 routes, new double-standard gauge track projects, and road networks to connect major cities, Bangkok and its surrounding provinces. ACM Prajin said the urgent projects are aimed at promoting international and border trade. There are also projects to develop seaports, cargo handling centers, airports, and border checkpoints. The minister said recommendations in the seminar will result in the improvement of relevant transport projects. The Hat Yai Philharmonic Orchestra recently made its debut. The Hat Yai Philharmonic Orchestra was first introduced to develop the well-known southern district of Hat Yai in Songkhla province into a center of modern musical cultures of southern Thailand. Hat Yai district is an important economic center of the lower south. Local authorities are trying to promote it as the center of modern musical cultures of the south. Hat Yai Municipality and Hat Yai University form the Hat Yai Philharmonic Orchestra. This is also a bid to use music to encourage local youths to spend their spare time constructively and develop their musical skills up to international standard, besides building up the reputation of their own and their locality. About 40 local young children and teenagers with musical capabilities have been recruited for the formation of the orchestra that proves to really interest local people and visitors. The Hat Yai Philharmonic Orchestra plays all kinds of music, including pop, jazz, and classical music. The group of musicians emphasizes on entertainment and professionalism. The recruitment of new members continues as the orchestra plans to have altogether 80 musicians. It intends to perform a concert in honor of the Thai King this December. Gone are the days when the bamboo is used merely as food and for crafts and construction. These days, bamboo is used to make many consumer products, including bicycle frames, and local entrepreneurs are beginning to realize and tap into the potential of the plant. The global demand for bamboo products is increasing. As the people grow increasingly aware of environmental concerns and the importance of using eco-friendly products, bamboo-based items become more popular. Hence, Malaysia is focusing its site to take bamboo to greater heights and wants to advocate the use of bamboo in adopting a green lifestyle. Thus, the Kedah government will initiate the Kedah Bamboo Agenda to promote the bamboo industry in the state. Kedah Chief Minister Mukris Mahathir says the state government is willing to provide assistance to those who want to invest in the industry. Mukris hopes Malaysians will take up the global opportunity to be directly or indirectly involved in the bamboo industry. The initiative will be supported by the Global Innovation and Entrepreneurship Foundation, GIEF, a non-profit organization that is on a mission to educate the public, especially the younger generation, to tap bamboo's potential. The minister told this to the media at World Bamboo Day exhibition in Alostar, Kedah recently. The exhibition was a showcase of a diverse range of bamboo-based products presented by Malaysian entrepreneurs. Kedah plans to create a bamboo park in several districts in the state. Also on the card is a bamboo canopy equipped with a solar panel system, which will be a new green innovation-based tourist attraction there. A bamboo commercialization center is also planned as part of efforts to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Bamboo can absorb 40% carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and releases 30% oxygen, hence it is a very cooling product. The versatile and ecologically friendly plant is touted as the future timber. It can be used as a food product, clothing, shelter, entertainment, and transport, but its usage in Malaysia is still very limited. Most of the bamboo in the country is still found in the wild. There are 1,500 bamboo species in the world, but only 13 types are used for commercial purposes in Malaysia. The export value of the products in the country is about 92 million US dollars or 300 million ringgit a year. The Kemaman district in Malaysia's east coast state of Terengganu created history recently by organizing the world's largest parade of boats. A line of 1,180 fishing boats adorned with the Malaysian national flag, Jalur Gemilang, cruised for 100 kilometers from Kuala Dungun to Kuala Kemaman and right into the Guinness World Records for the longest boat procession on September 13th. The procession beat the old record of 670 boats on the River Thames, London, in conjunction with the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth in 2012. The achievement was confirmed by Guinness World Records representative Fortuna Burke. The plan to gather 6,000 fishermen for the event started last year. Communications and Multimedia Minister Ahmad Shabri Cheek said it was proof of the fishermen's resolve and perseverance in the spirit of Merdeka Independence Day, which all Malaysians could appreciate and emulate. Participating to enliven the Independence Month proved that the men are proud to be Malaysians and they wanted to show their love for the country to the world. Shabri added, in line with the Merdeka theme Malaysia, where love grows, the fishermen had proven that they are capable of carving Malaysia's name in a world record. He hoped the success could become the pride of not only the fishing communities in Terengganu, but also the pride of fellow Malaysians. The boats, some with various designs, arrived at Kuala Kemaman at 12:30 p.m. after starting their journey in Kuala Dungun at 7 a.m. They were received by 15,000 spectators, including tourists. The parade was not only documented by local television stations, but also international television channels, including Discovery Channel. The program was aimed at providing to the world that Malaysians, if united, are capable of competing with anyone and at enabling Malaysia to be known as a respectable nation for its capability in breaking world records. Last year, Kemaman also created history when its fiber boat convoy of 248 was named the largest boat convoy in the Malaysia Book of Records. The state of Terengganu is usually deemed to be among the places with beautiful beaches and scenery in Malaysia.